Welcome back to America's number one underground combat sports podcast, teeing off with Travvy T and the bad guy. Joining me as always is Travvy T.
You said welcome back so fucking loud, I literally jumped.
Well, welcome motherfucking back.
All right.
And the bad guy, Kenny.
Oh yeah.
I'm your host, Damone D. Money Allen. This is the number one, like I said, underground combat sports program where we talk about all the combat sports. So MMA, boxing, and pro wrestling. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off, as always, with boxing. So our first topic is going to be Oscar De La Hoya. He got the COVID. He got the vid. And he's out in against his fight against Vitor Belfort. So now Vitor is going to fight Evander Holyfield with Donald Trump on commentary.
It's crazy.
Thoughts, Travvy?
Honestly, I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be crazy. It's Donald Trump's gonna be on commentary for all four fights on the main card. Him and his son are gonna be the alternate commentary, and I can't wait to hear this. Like, I'm tuning in because of this.
Ick. Kenny.
Nobody does commentary like Donald J. Trump. Tonight, right now, me and my son are the best commentary team of all time. It's gonna be the greatest show ever. That's good. That's gonna be hearing the whole time, bro. So it's gonna be awful.
Can't be worse than Snoop.
Nah,
Hey, Snoop was funny.
Snoop's gonna be entertaining.
Donald Trump's entertaining. Donald Trump's just gonna probably talk about how great he is, how he would beat both
I'm gonna
of
laugh
them
at that too
with his hands tied behind his back.
I'm gonna laugh at that. That's not entertaining to y'all.
Biden stole the election.
Is he still doing that? Is he still talking about
Yeah,
this?
he's still doing that. He never stopped.
I just haven't seen anything about. I've seen a lot of his supporters, but I haven't seen anything about him specifically.
No, he's still doing it because he's still doing rallies. He went back to doing rallies.
That's hilarious.
You got to keep the con going, man. You got to keep
All right,
it going.
I'll say this: he's definitely a neo-Nazi, but at the same time, I think it's gonna be funny to hear him on commentary.
You think he accidentally says the N-word?
No.
Oh wow.
I don't know that he is as racist as he portrays himself to be.
He did.
These niggas ain't hitting hard enough. I'm like, oh.
He did get sued at one point for not renting the black people. So,
well, there you go. Never mind.
Yeah. Him and his father.
Well, maybe that's Donald Trump Sr.'s fault. Or no, he's Donald Trump Sr. Maybe it's his dad's fault. Whatever his dad's name is.
I don't remember, but he was part of it. It was both of them. But yeah, this is fucking train wreck. Like, I didn't want Oscar De La Hoya versus Vitor Belfort. I didn't want Evander Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort. And I don't want it with Donald Trump either. Also,
I do.
These motherfuckers promoting this as the most anticipated heavyweight fight of the year. Who asked for this?
Nobody.
Who asked for this?
TRT fucking Vitor.
Vitor Belfort, man.
This is gonna be juice to the fucking gills. All of the steroids in every country pumped into Vitor Belfort. This man's about to come out here and look like a goddamn superhuman.
True. And
Evander Holyfield's gonna be fucking juiced too. Fuck it.
Against 75-year-old Evander Holyfield.
He's 75. Is he really 75?
No, but he's in his probably late 50s. Evander Holyfield is.
He's 58.
58.
We're out of time.
Close enough
for this topic.
Close enough. Okay, so we're gonna move on. I guess it's continuation of this topic, kind of. What's your prediction? Who wins, Evander or Vitor? Bad guy.
I'm gonna say Vitor. I'm gonna say Vitor. It's still a bad matchup. It's a nasty matchup.
By how? Decision, knockout?
Decision. I don't see him destroying him. It's just this matchup just nasty. That's what I'm saying. It's just disgusting. I'm gonna go Vitor in this case.
Travvy.
Vitor Belfort, second round knockout.
I could see it. Evander he hasn't fought in 20 years or probably close. It's been a while.
And took this fight on a week's notice.
Right.
It's been 20 years since last fight. I thought he fought a couple years ago.
Maybe not 20, but it's been a while.
I'll find out.
He fought in 2011.
Okay. So it's been 10 years.
He did win.
Oh yeah, because he did the thing in WWE, and they were promoting one of his fights that no one cared about.
He fought Brian Nelson, lost or beat him by TKO. He had a no contest with Sherman Williams. Had a TKO win over Francis Botha. And he had 2 decision losses to Nikolai Valuev and Sultan Ibragimov.
Me out here, man.
Yeah, he's getting knocked out.
This man debuted in fucking 1984 and boxed all the way till 2021 now.
Right. So other fight, Anderson Silva versus Tito Ortiz.
Same card.
Travvy, same card. Who wins?
Anderson Silva.
I know it's the same card.
Yeah, it's the co-main.
That card is disgusting. I'm gonna I'm gonna go with Silva as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go Silva by TKO. And I'll say 4th round.
I think they're only fighting 4 rounds.
Travvy, where you going?
4th round.
I already said it. I said Anderson Silva by decision.
By decision, okay.
Yeah, pay attention.
Unanimous?
Oh, now I gotta pick that. You didn't make Kenny pick that. Yeah, unanimous.
Okay. Because Anderson Silva's in the GOAT conversation. I get it.
As boxers, he came out here and just debuted and beat a fucking former world champion.
Again, speaking of Anderson Silva, he was talking about a possible Jake Paul fight, and he said everything is possible. He is old, so Jake Paul will fight him. Bad guy.
He is old. Jake Paul will fight him. I really hope not. I'm so sick of seeing the Paul brothers, man. I hope they don't fight him. I mean, yeah, it'll be an easy dub for Jake Paul if he fights him. I personally feel like, yeah.
Y'all disrespectful.
I agree. He is disrespectful. I think Anderson Silva blows through Jake Paul.
I mean, look,
he has made Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. look like a joke.
Jake Paul is going to use his strength against him to keep him at bay and end up winning. But I would say he'll end up winning by decision if he fought him too as well.
So you think that Tyron Woodley hits harder than Anderson Silva?
Yes.
I disagree.
Hits hard? Yes. Yes, I would definitely say.
I also think Silva would be more active.
I think that was more accurate.
Right, and that was Tyron's issue. He wasn't punching enough. Travvy, what's your thoughts?
I already said.
Silva knocks him out?
Unanimous decision. No, I don't think he knocks him out. I think Jake Paul's tougher than we give him credit for.
Okay. So get off the Paul brothers and these old ass motherfuckers fighting. 2 people actually in their prime. Tyson Fury fires back at Anthony Joshua and says, "I will absolutely annihilate him." Would he annihilate him, Travvy? And do we ever see this fight actually happen?
Who is it again?
Fury said it about
Fury and Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, I don't know about annihilate, but he's definitely winning.
Right.
I don't know about annihilate, but he's definitely. He probably doesn't. He probably does knock him out. And guess what? I think we see it February of 2022.
I can see the knockout from Fury. Fury is, as much as I don't like Fury, Fury is arguably the greatest heavyweight of all time. Like it's that, it's that, yeah. He's proved it pretty much. And Joshua, in my opinion, out of the heavyweights we have right now, he is the most overrated heavyweight we have, and probably I don't want to say the worst, but I would say
Weakest.
least. Okay, I'm gonna say least favorable to win against the other big heavyweights. That's what I'm gonna say.
Between like the big three, Wilder,
Fury, Ruiz, all them people. He's the worst.
He beat Ruiz.
Well,
after he got
did
knocked
he
out,
really,
He still beat him. A win's a win.
He in that first one he lost, and the second one he barely got the dub over him. I feel like if they did a third, he would lose. He's not hungry like Ruiz was. Like Ruiz was hungry every time. He had to make a name for himself. The man, like I said, the man got his shot from a fucking tweet. He's let me fight him. It's like, all right.
He thought it was gonna be an easy dub, and it turned out to not be.
Yeah.
So Jorge Masvidal says that he wants to beat up both Paul brothers. Kenny, I know you want to beat up both Diaz brothers. So, what are your thoughts about?
I knew it was coming. As soon as you said it, I was like, it's coming.
What are your thoughts about Jorge wanting to beat up a different pair of brothers?
You got double-digit losses, man. I can't stand behind you. You got double-digit losses. I can't. As much as I want to see both the Paul brothers get their ass whooped by Jorge Masvidal, I know Masvidal would sell that fight too. He would definitely sell that fight. I can't sit there and say it's guaranteed he's gonna win just because you be taking L's, man. You be getting your ass whooped every time I bank on him too. On top of that, he be losing every time. Like I didn't even think Usman was gonna do him dirty like he did.
I don't know if I'd say he gets his ass whooped. He's got a ton. Most of his losses are split decision losses.
Right. He's one of those guys who like he fights you close 90%. Like you might lose, but you know you were in a fight.
Oh, Usman sure
Usman.
fight.
That's one fight, though. That's one fight.
Right.
You said you be getting your ass whooped. Like it happens a lot.
No, he doesn't really get his ass whooped that much.
That's a lot to me. Double digits is a lot. I'm sorry. Split decision or not, it's still a lot.
That's not getting your ass whooped, though. There's a difference between losing and getting your ass whooped.
Mayweather destroyed somebody and it said split decision. Like shit like that happens all the time.
He also wins fights that he probably didn't win.
I only have one fight like that.
Okay. You've said on air that there was two at least.
It was just one. I said you can argue that he might have won a couple rounds, but mainly he's only, in my opinion, he's only lost one fight, and that was the one back in like the mid '90s.
Okay.
Was that to Zab Judah?
No. Zab Judah was winning, and then that was when his he got that low blow, and that stopped the whole fight. And I felt like Mayweather got the second win, and he went to work when all that shit was over with. It was against I forget his name, but they fought the first time around, and it was like Mayweather got the dub, but like if you watch it, it was looking like Mayweather was getting his ass beat. And then that second fight, Mayweather's like, okay, let me prove I can really beat this man. That's when they fought again. He whooped his ass. To silence any doubters. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I keep wanting to say Diego Corrales, but I know for a fact it wasn't him because Mayweather whooped his ass too.
But also in Masvidal's defense, also I'm just gonna say this: Masvidal's not fighting either Paul brother. UFC's not letting him. That's my take on that. But in his defense, it's easy to say, looking at paper, like, well, I've seen split decisions where they got whatever. But when you watch the fights, it was a close fight. So to say you can't say he got his ass whooped if you didn't watch every single one of his losses, is what I'm saying.
Right. We know UFC judging can be real sketchy. So there might be times where he had there might be times where he should have won the fight, but it was a split decision because of fuckery. Speaking of fuckery.
Your body and the bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Lovin' is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products, from body-safe adult toys to sex-positive books and erotic seminars. Organic Lovin's online store has everything you and your partner or partners could ever need to heat things up. And right now, your friends at T13 Media want to take 10% off of your next order. Just go to organiclovin.com and use promo code T1, T-H-R-E-E, like the sound the bed makes, when you check out. Organic Lovin'. Love organically, purely, deeply, boldly.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into some MMA. So, first topic is going to be the only man to ever knock out Israel Adesanya makes his UFC debut on Saturday. Alex Pereira, he's 4-1, right? I think it was 4-1.
I think so. I'm looking right
making his
now.
UFC debut.
3-1.
3-1, sorry. So Travvy, do you think he ever fights Adesanya again? If he does, I know I doubt you've ever seen any of his fights. Do you think he knocks him out again, or
No. He's beaten Adesanya twice, once by knockout, once by decision in kickboxing. But this man is 3-1 in MMA. This is a different sport. He's fought nobody. Like none of the people he's fought have Wikipedia pages. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
you don't
But two people he beat though. Maybe twice.
Not in MMA.
Well, it's not gonna be. He ain't gonna be trying to wrestle him the whole time.
You don't know that? He got beat. His fucking loss was a fucking triangle choke or a rear naked choke. When Conor McGregor fought Max Holloway, what did Conor McGregor do? He became a fucking wrestler.
I was telling you, got his ass knocked the fuck out. That's what I'm saying. Like he got knocked out like by this man.
And
you see, he beat him twice.
Okay, in kickboxing.
And Adesanya is mainly known for stand up. Like that's.
So you think he can beat him? You think he should be the middleweight champion of the world right now?
If he come over here, it's gonna look that way. That's how they're gonna sell it. He's gonna be like, I beat you twice. That's gonna be the narrative.
Yeah, you know what happened?
Your ass twice, and now I'm coming over to your thing, and I'm gonna do my thing again. That's gonna be a narrative. Now, do I think he's gonna win? I think he's probably more polished than he was then now. But I'm saying at the time, that's how he's gonna come in. He's gonna come in talking that shit. I know I would. You
know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like when Patrick Cummins came to UFC talking about he beat Daniel Cormier in amateur wrestling, and they gave that man a main event fucking fight against Daniel Cormier, and Daniel Cormier beat the fucking brakes off of him.
Did he wrestle him down, or
yes.
was he?
Yes.
Okay, I would say I was one. Was he wrestling him in this time, or yeah, he probably more polished now. But it's still like I said, but it's still that narrative. Like he'll come in, come in cocky like that.
I mean, he's probably gonna come in cocky, but he shouldn't. He needs to fight at least 4 or 5 times. Middleweight's too stacked to just jump the deck.
But you know, when they promote this event, whatever event he has, when they're doing this, that's what's going to be the man that's beaten you twice, and he's going to be showing him, knocking him out, and then it's going to show him winning another time. Will Adesanya do his thing this time and silence this guy? I forget the guy's name, but that's what it's going to be. That's going to be the narrative.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying it shouldn't be a fight. I'm not saying that's not going to be the narrative if they do fight. I'm saying there shouldn't be a fight.
That's if you know what this smells like. What's gonna happen? He's gonna lose his debut. He's gonna come in.
Who does he fight? That's another question. Because if he fights somebody, sir.
And the thing is, too, it's like seeing your childhood bully come in there whooping ass, and now you see him again, and y'all grown now. It's like that kind of thing. That's gonna be the thing. He'll come in. Remember, I whooped your ass as kids. That's what it's gonna be. That's gonna be the narrative.
Artem Vakatov.
Oh, he's getting the brakes beat off him. That's a Russian. He's taking him down and beating the fucking piss out of that man.
That was hilarious. That's a Russian.
The Russian.
Hey, Russia runs MMA now.
True.
Russia, and then like that Australia, New Zealand.
The nasty blonde
in Africa.
Did they ever
Africa?
explain
Yeah,
what the blonde Afro wigs are?
Huh?
Did they ever explain what them blonde Afro wigs?
They're not all blonde.
No, I mean just them. I've seen like 3 or 4 of them that had.
I've seen red and black too.
Oh, I haven't seen that myself. I've only seen the blonde ones. And I don't know if is that like I thought it was him trying to be funny.
No, it's a papaka.
See, I'm saying I don't know what that
is. Sorry, papaha. He dons it as a tribute to his homeland and native country, Dagestan. People hailing from the Caucasus region of Eastern Europe and Western Asia traditionally wear papahas made of caracal sheepskin wool. So it's just a Russian hat.
Yeah. That was it, Chief. But yeah, that shit ugly, Chief. I first saw it, I thought Khabib was just being funny with that. Because I seen him wear it. I was like, oh, this guy's a hoot. He's got. So I said in my head, this guy's a hoot. And he was wearing that shit on his head. And then I saw him do it again. I was like, okay, the jokes. He's still doing it. Huh? And now we see other people do it. I'm like, okay, this must be a thing because I had never seen that before him. And I never understood what that shit was. I thought it was a joke at first. Like I said,
this guy's a hoot.
There's a picture right now of Habib wearing a darker brown one, like a reddish brown.
See, I haven't seen that. I've only seen the blonde one.
I've only seen the blonde on him. I've seen other people wear. This guy's got a white one.
Well, anyway, Jorge. Back to Jorge Masvidal. He wants to fight Nick Diaz next if Nick beats Robbie Lawler. Do you guys want to? Well, first off, does Nick beat Robbie Lawler? And what happens if we get Masvidal versus Diaz? Travvy?
Yes, he beats Robbie Lawler. I don't think he should fight Masvidal. But if it does, Masvidal probably wins. He better win.
Wait, you said Nick fights. They say it one more time. I'm confused.
Nick is fighting Robbie Lawler. If Nick beats Robbie Lawler, Jorge wants to fight Nick. He wants to fulfill your dream of beating both Diaz brothers.
Does he become your hero if he beats both of them? Do you excuse the double-digit losses if he beats both Diaz brothers?
He takes off 10 losses for him.
Takes off 10 for me now?
Jorge, you are now undefeated.
No, he's got like 19 losses. Let's be real.
Yeah, I think it's like 14.
That's still a lot.
It's just Robbie's he just fell off. Yeah, he's just so bad. Like this was a couple years ago, and he'd be like, Robbie was like, yeah, Robbie. Back when Robbie was that dude, it'd be different. But
no,
I think everybody in this situation is washed. In my opinion, everybody's situation. I just think Masvidal and the Diaz brothers can sell a fight more. But other than that, they're all washed to me. If we're gonna be real,
I don't know if Jorge's washed, but I think he's definitely reached his peak.
I'll say this. Masvidal needs to quit being scared to fight the people in the top 5.
To be fair, he did fight the top 1.
Yeah, but now, okay. What did he do to get to there? He fought Ben Askren and Nate Diaz.
And then he got to fight the top
and then
1.
Sat out until he get his title shot. Hold on, listen.
Damone does have a point, though.
Listen.
You can't say he's scared of him when he fought the number 1 guy.
But listen to the rest of the narrative, okay? Gets beat. Gets the good for him. He gets the rematch. Like he did the right thing there. Gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then gets called out by every single person in the top 5 and says he'll fight anybody that gets him to the title the quickest. And then says he's gonna fight washed ass Nick Diaz.
Why not? Get an easy dub. Stack up some easy dubs. Stack up your money. Why risk it?
Like, no, because you're a fighter.
I hear what you're trying to say, but it's hard to agree with you when literally, like, say he fought the top guy. Like that's like jumping. It's like playing a video game, being on the hardest difficulty, and then be like, "Oh, you're afraid to go on hard mode, no legendary mode." Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like you fought like the top one.
Okay. So what about beating Nick Diaz should get him a title shot after he's lost twice?
I'm not saying it should, but
so what's the point? So what is he a liar? Is he a hypocrite? What are we going here? Give him a title because it's got to be something. He can't want the easy, like the quickest fight to the championship and fight Nick Diaz if Nick Diaz doesn't that fight. So he's a hypocrite. He's a sellout. Say it.
He's taking money fights. No, say that's
he's a sellout. He's a sellout and a liar.
Sure.
Okay, then say that. That's all I want you to say. I don't want it to be. I don't want him to get praised for taking a Nick Diaz fight. He's washed then. If he can't fight in the top 5 but wants to keep his ranking, he's washed.
You heard me say he was washed. I said all the niggas.
I know, and now you over here defending him.
But I understand his logic.
I'm defending the fact that you said he was scared of these people. I don't think he's scared of these people.
I'm saying it's okay. I'm being hyperbolic when I say he's scared. I don't think anybody in the UFC is scared of anybody. I'm saying what I'm saying is
some people be like they are afraid of taking the
tougher fight.
Yeah, the tougher fights. Like they take the legendary fights. It's like, okay, I'd rather just do it the one time. But it's like, with him, I think he's trying not to tarnish his legacy more than it already is. I think that's what it is. But the thing is, we can't sit there and say he's scared when he fought the top guy.
Okay, so here's the thing. Also, when you say the top 5, the champion's not included in that. He's not ranked number 1. He's the champion. There's a number 1 ranked guy.
I understand that, but I'm saying he fight over them.
Listen. There's a reason to fight the champion. There's a reward to fighting the champion. Risk versus reward. If you win, you get the championship. With fighting in the top 5, you're fighting killers where the reward is not there. The reward is maybe you'll get a title shot if you win. Right, which is why he's not doing it. Because then why do that? Then don't say I can not fight. I can fight Nick Diaz. I make a shit ton of money, get a W, and it's a legacy fight.
And at that point, he has no choice but to fight the top 5 people after he gets the belt. If he did win, he would have no choice but to fight them. At that point,
he did have a choice. Because he said it himself when he was fighting Usman the first time. He said the first person I'm going to defend the belt against is against number 8 ranked Stephen Thompson.
It was the money fight at the time. That's what I feel like.
I think the thing with Jorge at this point.
Then stop saying you're not the baddest man on the planet. Then you can't say that. You can't say
never said he was.
He says it. Is what I'm saying. I'm not arguing about what you motherfuckers say. I'm talking about. I'm giving you quotes that he says.
It's marketing. It's what he's gonna say. I'm not the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Of course you're gonna fucking say it, even if you're not. Fucking Conor McGregor got his leg snapped in half. It was laying there still talking shit.
That's because it was in his DM.
Right. You just got his ass beat for 5 minutes.
Crazy.
And he got his leg snapped.
I don't know if I'd say he got his ass beat for 5 minutes.
He got his ass beat for at least a good 2 minutes. He had his leg snapped in half.
That was anybody else. That was somebody else on the ground like that. They would have called that fight. But with Conor, they was like, nah.
To be fair, most of those shots didn't land.
But still, like, you keep talking shit. Like, why? If I'm Jorge, I'm talking all that shit. I'm saying how great I am. It's a marketing thing. It's to sell yourself. He's doing what Conor did, where you sell yourself and you can cherry. Who's your
favorite fighter? What's his? I forget his name right now. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Chael Sonnen?
Yeah, that nigga sucks. He was himself the best.
There's a big difference between Chael Sonnen and Jorge Masvidal.
They both have double-digit losses.
But what I'm arguing right now, you can't say about Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen fought anybody and everybody, any day of the week.
That was his stick. Okay.
That's what it doesn't apply here. You're bringing up a person.
Jorge's cherry picking.
You said Masvidal does the same thing. Is that what you just said?
Said he says the same thing.
But he doesn't live it. That's the difference.
At one point,
but not now. He's saying it right now, motherfucker. He's saying it right fucking now.
Right, because
he's living a different life. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's as bad as Colby. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear y'all talk no more shit about Colby. He's a better fighter. Colby Covington is a better fighter and a better character than Jorge Masvidal.
No, he's not.
And he backs it fucking up.
No, he's not a better character. He's going to get his ass knocked out again.
I don't want to hear you say nothing else. He called out Masvidal. Masvidal is scared of Colby.
It's like when Drake talks about gang. It's like when Drake talks about gang shit. Like, I know you ain't about that lifestyle, but I'm going to let you talk it.
But we listen. It sounds good.
Right. I'll let you talk it. I know you ain't about that life at all, but
I got my blood pressure going up. I'm about to lose my voice.
I know, but you lose. It's like we hit you with facts.
You're arguing a different point than me, and then you brought up Chael Sonnen, and it doesn't apply. That's the point.
That nigga has hell losses too.
That's not what we're talking about. We're not arguing who has the most losses, Kenny. We're arguing who's willing to take what fights.
You were coming at his character saying, you can't say this because you're afraid to take these people. But I'm saying that's his character to say, I'm the baddest man in the world. I can beat anybody.
Okay, listen.
But they do like they're saying they're both doing the same thing.
Chael Sonnen did it. He actually did it. He took the John Jones fight on 2 days' notice, and John Jones didn't want to fucking take the fight. And canceled the whole event.
Jorge did take a fight on a week's notice to fight.
He was training. Dustin Poirier is his training partner. Dustin Poirier came out and said Jorge never stopped training. He knew he was getting that fight. He was in a fight camp the whole time. Shut the fuck up.
It was still on the week.
There it is. Y'all are stupid.
We got the Travis.
It was still on the week.
You did not get to me.
It was still on a week's notice.
You didn't get to me
because we literally told you like your favorite nigga.
It was still on a week's notice.
You did not get to me. That's not how that works.
Also,
But
Jorge has openly said that he's only taking money.
It's entertainment, Kenny. It's entertainment.
He's only taking money.
Anyway, but I'm gonna respectfully agree to disagree, since y'all want to yell.
You're the one yelling.
Yeah, I'll just call. I ain't even yelled at one time. I ain't gonna pass this voice. Right here the whole time.
I am gonna lose my voice though. I can feel it.
You know what? You need a nice, cool, refreshing Raise energy drink.
You don't need no more energy. You don't need no more energy.
But for those of you who do,
Are you tired? Tired of those other energy drinks hitting you with a short burst of jittery energy, followed by a crash that leaves you with less energy than you had before? Well, fear not, because Raise energy drinks are specifically formulated to get you going without making you jittery and keeps you from crashing. With 0 sugars, 0 calories, and better caffeine than a cup of coffee, Raise energy drinks are the #1 growing energy drink on the market. With flavors like Baja Lime, Sour Gummy Worm, Guava Mango, and Strawberry Colada, Raise has some of the best tasting energy drinks available. You can get a case of Raise right now by going to repsports.com and using promo code T1THREE when you check out to take 15% off of your next order. That's promo code T1THREE for 15% off of your next order of better, tastier energy.
okay. So now we're gonna move.
Wait. Just to piss Travis off even more, Masvidal would beat Chael Sonnen in a fight.
Okay, it's not gonna piss me off. I'm not pissed. But here's the problem: is Masvidal's not a good wrestler, and Chael Sonnen is a great wrestler.
Oh, I'm just fucking with you. I think all the niggas suck.
They do. They all do suck.
They all suck. They just could talk a good game, but they all suck. They're all losers that could talk good. That's what they are to be.
Connor included.
You said what?
Connor included.
Connor's going down that route now. He used to be that dude, but you living in your heyday, man. You gotta show me something. What have you done for me lately? That's what I'm gonna say. What have you done for me lately?
I think they should do Connor. Well, Connor versus Masvidal, or Connor versus Tony Ferguson.
Yeah,
or Connor versus Nate Diaz.
But then you gonna say, what did Jorge do to get that deserve that fight?
That's not what I said. I'm saying what does beating Nate Diaz do to
make some?
Kenny just says whatever he wants and takes it as a dub. He's not even making sense. He's literally just not saying what I said.
I'll repeat what you said.
That's not what I said. I said, what does beating Nick Diaz do to get him a title fight?
Rewind it back to 21 minutes and 59. That's like a random timestamp. What Travis said.
Don't worry, guys. I'll cut out the 2 parts so you can see exactly what I said and see what Kenny said and see how fuck wrong he is. Which is pretty on point. Kenny's always fucking wrong.
No, this Travis was saying the exact opposite of what he was saying. Just to prove his point.
No, I'm not.
We're gonna move on. So we're gonna move on to pro wrestling. So this past weekend was All Out. I know I watched pretty much all of it with Travis. Kenny, you watched it after, right? Or
I just watched the tag match.
But anyway, quick review. Travvy, what are your thoughts on AEW All Out?
Overall, it's pretty mid. I mean, if we're gonna be real, like y'all are talking about, this is the greatest pay-per-view of all time, the great top 5 all time, best pay-per-view in 20 years, 25, 30 years, however long, whatever. Y'all are fried. I really liked it. It was a good show, but y'all are fried. Also, Mike said it was better than SummerSlam. He's fried. SummerSlam was a good show. There was 2 fire fucking matches. The Elite killed it in their matches. So Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers, and then in the cage, and then Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage both were $5 sign matches.
I don't know about that second one.
And then Damon is a hater. A hater. He came into the event saying that it was going to be a bad match. After they just put on a fucking classic on Rampage.
They did not put on a fucking classic. It was a good match. It was not a fucking classic. No one's going back. No one's going back to watch Kenny Omega versus Christian.
I already have
on Rampage.
You're wrong. Anyway,
how did Christian win?
By pinning him. Shut the fuck up. Now, anyway, the CM Punk match was honestly a little bit mid. And it got even midder to me when I got on TikTok this morning and saw that he repeated almost spot for spot the 1, 2, 3 Kid versus Bret Hart match. That was a little disappointing. I sent it to you, Kenny, so it's in your inbox. I sent it to you too, Damone, but
I saw it.
I'll say it was
it was like, oh yeah, this is almost spotted like exactly what they did. Some of the spots are like common, but like it is weird that like how close.
Oh, he mimicked the fucking facial expressions of Bret Hart. Stop it.
I think honestly with that fight, I kind of going in, I knew they weren't going to put on a great match. Because CM Punk is still getting the ring rust off, and he's not what he used to be. He's old now too. On top of that, so it's just like I kind of like I was excited to see him promo wise. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see him talk this shit. But wrestling in ring, I mean, it's my favorite wrestler. But at the same time, it's like I didn't expect him to come back and be put on a 5-star match. I
agree with you.
Him just being there and actually just lacing up his boots is enough for a lot of people. So he's like, I don't know.
I agree with you, but we're doing a review here, so I'm gonna grade it honestly.
No, go ahead.
It was a $2.5 $3 sign match. It was longer than it should have been. It was very slow, which I expected it to be slow, but I didn't expect it to be almost 30 minutes. I didn't know if it was that long.
It started off really slow. It picked up at the end.
It didn't pick up much,
but yeah, I think it could have been better. Also, the wrong man won.
Yeah, the wrong man did win. It should have been.
Yeah, that match was
Darby Allin.
23 minutes long.
So yeah.
It could have been 15.
No, I see 16:40.
No, I'm 3 minutes. Oh.
I'm about to say, I'm scrolling the thing. I see 23, 18, 27, 23.
Is that including?
So I'm assuming some entrances are in there too.
Maybe it's 23 with entrances and stuff.
And like
mine's without entrances.
But either way, they could have cut out a good like 5 minutes of it.
I say, well, here's the thing: Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks, according to Wikipedia, is 22:05, and CM Punk versus Darby Allin, according to Wikipedia, is 16:40. And it feels like CM Punk versus Darby Allin took 3 times as long as the Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
So maybe they should have got going on before that match. Maybe they should have switched spots on the card.
I said they should have opened with Punk.
I think they should have opened with that cage match because
at that point, I feel like you shouldn't start with the best match. I feel like you should at least have that somewhat a little later in the event because at that point, if you start off like that, then it's gonna be like that match wasn't as good as that first match. It wasn't a good. It's like you keep putting. It's like you put on a pedestal. At that point, you're trying to outdo that. So I would prefer a match like that to be maybe the co-main event. So that way it's like, and have your main event be the heavy, like the wherever the world title match is. Or
I feel you.
Match.
To be fair, that they don't know that it's going to be the best match of the night till.
Right.
I think you have people like that, like Lucha Bros and Young Bucks. They're full of spots in their matches. So that's literally they call the fucking Young Bucks spot monkeys all the time for that shit too. But I think you can't get mad at them for putting on a good show.
What did you?
I can because it's fuck them.
Damone is slowly becoming John, and I hate it. Like they share catchphrases at this point. Kenny, what did you think of the Jordan spot?
It was goofy, but I liked it.
I loved it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was hokey at first. I was like, and then it happened. And I was like, I kind of fucked with it. Like it got gruesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. I'm the fan of the Young Bucks. So I've always
who got the Young Bucks this time in Book It Verse.
I don't think anyone drafted them. They went. I'm pretty 99% sure they went undrafted.
I wasn't drafting a tag team division this time, but I should have drafted them.
Yeah, I think they went undrafted. Yeah, overall for me, I thought it was the people saying it's a top 5 or it's the greatest pay-per-view of all time are fucking crazy. It's not. There were the not cruiserweight. The women's match was good, not great. The Paul Wright match was terrible.
It's white.
White, whatever, fuck him.
He's not. Let's be real. Big Show is not that good with wrestling, man.
Who said he was?
No, I'm saying so. When people expect like a lot, like we were really expecting much out of that match. Like,
no, I wasn't. I knew it was going to be a piss break.
Okay,
match.
I was about to say. I was like, yeah,
it was not good.
It was right where you would have booked it to be, Damone. You're mad at a rest break match.
I wouldn't have booked that at all.
It was really bad. I think you could have come up with a better. Even if like perfect. You could have done something with Malachi Black.
It was 3 minutes and 10 seconds, Simone. It wasn't that big of a deal.
It was the worst 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the pay-per-view. The battle royal was pretty mid.
Even the surprise.
They didn't care about it. I was the only one that cared.
Okay. I'm not a Ruby Riott fan.
They don't think Ruby Riott's worth it.
I'm not a big fan. I don't think she should have won either.
I don't think she's like the greatest of all time or anything, but I think she has potential to get.
I don't think she should have won. So
I do. You have to bring her into. There's no point. There's no point.
You could bring her in. She could have a feud with one of the other women.
No, you don't bring her in as the surprise entrance on your biggest pay-per-view of the year to a battle royal and then make her lose. That's stupid.
Then don't bring her in to the battle royal.
They did that. What?
No, I'm saying you can do that though, because at that point you get the pop, you deserve it. But it's like if you still want to put somebody else over, you can still do that. So you put 2 people over in the same night.
I think the crowd would have went off on them if they did.
I think it would depend on who you did it with. I think if you did it with Nyla Rose or someone people don't like, then people would have hated it.
Okay, but you can't have a heel win because a heel is the champion.
I understand that.
You guys, I keep seeing everybody talking about like
you could have had a heel.
Jade Cargill.
You could have had a heel. You could have had a heel eliminate her, and then you could have had like Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, you remember when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble and he didn't eliminate Daniel Bryan? Who'd they boo?
Roman Reigns. But
I think Roman Reigns is different though.
Whoa. We are not gonna fucking compare Ruby fucking Riott to Daniel Bryan. It's not even that. It's the fact that the fans wasn't really fucking with Roman Reigns like that, so it was like it didn't matter. They already hated Roman.
No, they did not. They started hating him because of that night. That was the catalyst.
Right. I'll give you that. But we're not comparing Ruby Riott to Daniel fucking Bryan. Get the fuck out of here.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same. He's way more beloved than Ruby fucking Riott.
Okay. You got it.
You're fucking fried. Ruby Riott is mid.
You got it.
I hate you.
I would say she's mid, but I'm not gonna sit there and compare her to Roman Reigns either, though.
We're comparing her to Daniel Bryan.
Right. Or I'm gonna say Daniel Bryan.
And that's not even what the comparison was supposed to be. It was supposed to be when you have a babyface and you do that spot that Damone just said, and the crowd wants that babyface to win, and you eliminate them. It doesn't matter who eliminates them. Whoever wins that match is getting booed.
I don't think the fans would have booed.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you hear the pop?
That's what I'm saying earlier. If you put over the right person, you can put over 2 people in the same match.
I don't think that's the case in this match, is all I'm saying.
I think you're overrating how beloved Ruby is.
Did you hear the pop?
She got a good pop, but I don't think it's if you lose this match, you know what it's gonna be? It's the same old shit as WWE is what they're gonna say. No, they won't. AEW fans never fucking say that. It's the truth.
Because it's never the same old shit.
No, they've definitely done the same old shit. So speaking of which, of Ruby Soho, who do you think is her first? Obviously, her first feud is.
Is that obvious? Because it's not. They didn't say when the championship is.
It was for a title shot.
Not an immediate title shot. It was a future championship opportunity.
It's gonna be fucking dumb if they don't give it to her.
Is
like,
it?
If they wait months?
What about the Royal Rumble? They do the same thing.
But this was their Mania, though. So
Okay.
if they were gonna do it that way,
They have to follow. They have to
How long
follow
they gonna hold it out then?
right. Like
till the next pay per view in November.
So you're saying 2 pay-per-views?
No, they only do 4 pay per views a year.
Right. So at least with like
They only
the
do
Royal
4? It's
Rumble,
somebody do
yeah.
more than that.
they
I
only
don't
do
know.
4, and then they do a bunch of like specials.
Like special events.
Yeah, special.
Oh,
events.
okay.
But those are on like Wednesdays.
Right. Those are usually on Dynamite.
I think that she has a mini feud before she goes into Britt Baker. Probably with the Bunny. Or Nyla Rose.
Bad guy, what do you think? Do you think she goes right to Britt or?
I personally think she'll go right to Britt, but she's gonna lose. That's what I think, at least.
I agree she's gonna lose.
Okay, as she should. I've always thought she was mid, and Britt's really.
I don't think she like with me, like because I've like you know me, when I see people's indie work, they're usually a lot better in the indies. I think she was cold in the indies. She's the only one that was cold in the indies, but she got WWE. I think she toned down so much, so it's like you haven't seen her at her best. So I think she is good. I was gonna say she's great.
I'll
like,
say
she's the greatest thing ever, but she's good. Like she is good. I ain't gonna play her.
I'm currently pushing Ruby Riott in AWC, so
now I understand why. I understand the ulterior motive.
it's nothing like I don't.
He's gonna push her as a star.
Yeah, I've been pushing her for 2 pay-per-views. Have you not been there? But I didn't push her as a babyface. She's a heel, and I've been watching a lot of her matches, and especially as Heidi Lovelace, and she's all right.
Yeah, she's all right.
She has a lot of energy into wrestling too. You should love her.
I love it.
Yeah, you should hate her.
Yeah, she's all right.
Why is that?
Now to the best member of the Elite, Adam Cole. He joined the Elite.
Kenny Omega's the best.
Who's
best
all in the Elite
member.
again? Just to be sure.
Currently,
Yeah.
Kenny
you want
Omega,
the Elite or do you want
the
the
Young
Super
Bucks,
Elite?
the Good Brothers, and Adam Cole.
That's an actual distinction because there's the Elite
Also,
and then there's the Super Elite.
and then also you got Nakazawa and Michael Cutler, Brandon Cutler.
Okay. I'm not mad at it.
Kenny Omega's the best of those guys, though. Adam
No,
Cole's
he's not.
second.
Adam Cole's the best.
Actually, Adam Cole might be third. It might be Young Bucks after Kenny Omega.
So he's 4th.
Well, I'm counting them as 1.
Okay. No, I would say Adam Cole's better than the Young Bucks.
So you can give it Kenny Omega 1, Cole 2.
Yeah. I never thought Kenny Omega's overrated or sucks like y'all do. I always thought Kenny Omega was good. I always respected his in-ring work. The fact that he put over a sex doll, it's crazy to me.
No, I know. I'll give him his in-ring work is good. His everything else sucks.
You don't think he did some promos either?
No, he's a fucking terrible promo.
He's good enough.
No,
I
he's
thought
not
he
a
was
good
good.
promo. He's a terrible promo.
But who do you think Adam Cole's first feud is going to be?
I don't know. I don't know who all performances was all in AEW like
All
that.
right, it's going to be Adam Page or Jungle Boy.
I don't think it's Paige because Paige is out on maternity.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Because he was
You
supposed to fight.
said that angrily, like you've told me this before. I don't think it's going to be Paige. Like, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Paige because he's on paternity leave. My guess is that it might be Daniel Bryan.
No, it's not.
You think Daniel Bryan goes
Daniel
right to
Bryan's
Omega?
facing Kenny Omega, and he's gonna win the belt.
I don't know if I
That's
like that.
what's happening.
It shouldn't be. Because at that point, it'll be 4 champions in like 3 years, and not one of them's like homegrown.
Yeah.
Actually, we just talked about Daniel Bryan, so we're saying that
Kenny
Adam
Omega.
Cole is his, or not Adam Cole. Kenny Omega is his first feud.
Yeah.
Do you think he wins the title, bad guy?
Kenny Omega against who?
Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson.
Bring out the American Dragon.
I can see Bryan Danielson winning.
Yeah. So also, I like. So AEW does like post fight media scrums like UFC does, and Daniel Bryan was on the or Brian Danielson. I gotta get better. I'm saying their real names, not their slave names. Brian Danielson's out here, and he said, yeah, I like how Punk came on here. I was like, yeah, I'm just here to help the young guys. I said, fuck that. I'm here to kick their fucking heads off. I said, let's fucking go. That's what I want to see.
I mean, that's how he was back in the day. The indie version was just like that too. That's why I'm more excited about this version. He's not so like not super baby. Even though he has played the heel before, but he's not like the like that super baby face like he was in WWE. He's willing to talk that shit here.
I mean, he's also in WWE at the end of his run too.
Not like that indie Brian Danielson. That needs to talk that shit, bro.
Well, he can't say fuck in WWE, so that's one.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying just the word fucking. I'm saying he used to talk that shit to people.
Did you watch any of the promos he did against Roman Reigns and lead up to talking about he can't wrestle? And all right, whatever. I disagree. I've also been watching a lot of Daniel Bryan promos and things. I think his best promos have been in WWE by far. The only thing he does better in indies is saying fuck a lot.
Yeah. So
I'll agree, but yeah, I'll give it to you.
Speaking to someone who might join the Young Bucks and Adam Cole in AEW, Kevin Owens' contract expires in January of 2022, and then he tweeted something about Mount Rushmore, which was the name of a staple he was in prior to joining WWE. Do you think Kevin Owens goes to AEW, and should he go to AEW?
Mount Rushmore was also with Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. That was their stable, not just a stable.
Yeah.
Should he go to AEW?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, he's not getting used right in WWE. That's for sure.
Do you think Sami Zayn will go too?
Yes.
Okay. That was my thing. I was gonna say if he leaves, you think Sami Zayn's gonna leave. So I think that would be a thing. They both will leave together. Maybe come back as a tag team even.
Maybe or fight forever.
Yeah.
Steam versus Generico.
Yeah, they always off and on.
I don't think El Generico comes back though.
I don't think he does either. But I prefer El Generico over.
I mean, his.
Why are you guys talking about? Why are you talking about El Generico?
Oh my god!
We're talking about
Zayn. It's like Childish Gambino and Donald Glover.
You're at the same
Dwayne Johnson and The Rock.
Yeah, two people.
All right. Anyway, I don't think Jericho comes back. I think he comes. I think he's not going to be Sami Zayn, obviously, but
he'll be something similar.
Yeah, he'll call himself something different. Same as like Ruby Soho now instead of Heidi Lovelace.
Zany Sammy.
He'll probably go by his real name, Rami.
And
then I don't know what he would go by for his last name, but
Rami Zayn.
Hey, maybe who knows? But Zaine.
Yeah.
Just be close enough. No,
just close enough.
Just be El Generico again, man. Just
no, because El Generico doesn't cut promos.
He don't need to. He just go out there.
He does need to cut promos.
He don't need to.
Wrestling's the least important part of wrestling.
You know where they should go? Impact. I'm pushing for Impact again. I'm back with Team Impact.
Impact.
I want to bring him back. I want Bray to go to Impact. They can get Kevin Steen and get Sami Zayn.
They're not going to. You really think they're not going to go wrestle with their best fucking friends?
They can still wrestle with their best fucking friends. They're AEW is fucking partnering with Impact. They can still
move on.
Hey, you do have a point
hang out
on
with
that.
them.
You do have a point on that, but I don't know. Impact is just so ass right now, bro. Did Jordan Grace leave yet?
No, she's still there. Also, I've heard the opposite. I've heard that Impact is really good and puts on some of the best shows.
No, they don't.
Have you seen it recently?
I've seen it recently. They don't.
You have? You've watched Weekly recently?
I've watched it a few times. I've been trying to give little wrestling shows a chance. Because Impact, I'm not gonna lie, I was a fan of Impact under the be at one point when they had Main Event Mafia. So I always go back and check to see how they doing. So I started rewatching it again when her name's Frankie Monet now, but with Ty Valkyrie.
Forever ago.
No. I'm saying that was when I first started like checking again, and I was like, and then I went back, and because I've been watching. My favorite now is Ace Austin. That's my favorite now, Ace Austin, and I had to watch Chris Bay. I was watching Chris Bay because y'all were talking about him. I was like, I didn't know who the fuck that was, so I started seeing him. I was like, okay, he's pretty nice for real. So I started go back and watching a little bit of promo, see how they do and shit like that. Because I was trying to recruit a team for my the Book It verse. That's
some research.
I did some research. But like, so I know about these guys now. But like, a lot of people, I don't know. The show sucks. Like, if we're gonna be real, the show sucks. There's some decent wrestling in there. Like, you got, I think Moose is decent. Moose is very decent.
I thought Moose, when he was in Ring of Honor, should have went with WB instead of TNA, but whatever.
I didn't know how good he was. I didn't know how good he was until literally I see him doing fucking like moonsault, fall away slams and shit like that. Like, that's shit's crazy.
Yeah, I think a lot of their issue is production quality. It looks like shit. Like, the quality of it is so bad. It really hurts the product. But anyway, NXT, the revamp is coming. What do you guys think is gonna happen, Kenny?
They're gonna get more mid-carder wrestlers and not people that's up and coming. That's what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna be pretty much WWE CW all over again. Like how people like Matt Hardy and
Chavo.
People like Chavo, people like that like people are like they're getting frustrated. That's the way of getting the world title without giving them the actual world title, in my opinion. I think it's going to be that all over again, and that's why they're doing this. And I really hope that's not what it is.
Travvy.
I don't think it changes that much. If it is what Kenny said, I'm here for it because I've been pushing for guys that you're not using on the main roster to go to NXT forever. I think that they should have to. If you're not good enough to be on TV and you're already on the main roster, you should have to go back to developmental. That should be the move. Tyson Kidd did it and fucking killed it. Cesaro did it, fucking killed it. Like, it's not Finn Balor did it, fucking killed it. Like, let's stop acting like this is a demotion. It's not. It's going to regroup. That being said, I think that it won't change that much. I think the biggest changes is going to be how they recruit going forward. I think it'll be a little bit less like punk rock, indie feel, like, and fuck the establishment, like that. That's not going to be as prevalent, but yeah, I think that it's going to be a little bit more of a fun show than a like bell to bell, wall to wall wrestling. Other than that, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal.
Same. I think like the set will change, and I think some of it, because you still have a lot of the same guys there. Yeah. You still have Gargano and Ciampa, and like the same people are still there, and so I don't think that changes that much. You might have some other small changes. I do agree about how they recruit's going to change, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it's a lot of that has to do with a lot of the indie style guys aren't wanting to go to WWE. They want to go to AEW.
Yeah.
So I think to counteract that, they kind of have to.
No, say it for what it is.
And then you can go to, and then they're gonna get like the who's the Stevenson, like Stevenson, like those sorts of guys, or like ex-football players and stuff like that. Not necessarily the indie guys.
Yeah.
Yuck.
This isn't always yuck.
Yeah, let's say you like Moose. JBL,
right? Moose.
You like Roman Reigns. You like Moose. You like
right. Is AEW too top heavy? Should they implement a brand split?
Hold up. What?
Is AEW? Wait, what? What's good? My throat go. What?
You had my legs shaking from the head you gave me last week. You was definitely worth the $50. Wow.
I don't know what the fuck.
There you go, Damone.
Damone, you want to tell us something, man?
No, shout out to the throat goat D Money.
I have no idea who the fuck.
Travis Bennett gave Damone's head $5 signs, $50 signs technically.
I don't know how we having scandals.
I don't know. Travis on his burner account.
That's definitely not me. Don't try to twist the heat on me, motherfucker. You in the kitchen and you getting cooked.
Is AEW too top heavy?
Look at him
And should
giggling
they
because you don't even know what to say.
I busted the one. You the
do
real
know.
top heavy one, nigga. Throat go.
Is
Kenny trying to beat up both of the Diaz brothers, and D Money's just trying to get beat up.
Damn it. Damn it. All right, keep going.
Yeah, is
Don't hate
AEW
this
too
man
top
out.
heavy? Ew. Kenny, is it too top heavy, and should they do a brand split?
Okay, I was about to ask what you meant by that. No, I think you like with them. They're gonna, bro. This is crazy. He said, "D, you still selling my chocolate cupcake?" You came out here trolling. No, I was gonna say with the I don't think they should do a brand split. I think just do what you can to make that show just lit as possible. I feel like
Damone texting him right now. Oh, Damone texting him right now. Stop!
I'm trying to
Stop! You're
figure
gonna
out.
expose me.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell this is.
Oh,
Never say my name in public. Nah, I just don't. I don't agree with the brand split thing. I think it's just keep doing your thing. You get like it's kind of like that thing. Like you know, I say I don't believe in slow matches. I feel like slow matches shouldn't be a thing. I feel like you should always be like always try to go for the best in each thing. And I feel like just keep doing that. You'll be good. He said, "Just got your text, my bad."
I don't know what is happening.
is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, I disagree 100% with Kenny. Yes, they need to do a brand split because they have way too many fucking people. They have almost 100 wrestlers. You can't show 100 wrestlers on 3 hours of television. It's
Right.
not possible.
Just also think about everyone they have. Now they have Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, Ryan
CM Punk,
Danielson, CM
Brian
Punk,
Danielson, Cody
Darby
Rhodes,
Allin.
Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Chris Jericho, MJF, Christian Cage. That's 10 already.
Right.
Young Bucks, Lucha Brothers, Jurassic Express, Britt Baker, Ruby Soho.
The Bunny. They have so much talent.
Yeah. Andrade, Malachi
yeah.
Black.
Yeah, Malachi Black didn't even make the card for the biggest show of the year. So I agree. They need to do like a split because otherwise it's gonna be the thing I worry about because now they have so much talent that the young guys start to get like a little buried in there. Because like look at MJF because MJF is fucking stuck because he should have beat Chris Jericho.
The same thing happened in TNA.
Right. MJF is stuck because he should have beat Jericho, ended Jericho's career. But now he's probably going to continue the feud with Jericho, which it shouldn't be happening. But he also should be their top heel. But he kind of can't be right. He can't be right now because of Kenny Omega. But he can't face Kenny Omega because Kenny Omega is also a heel. And it wouldn't make any sense.
You don't like the MJF and Chris Jericho feud?
It's over.
It's over. It should be over. I don't know where else you're going to go with it.
But you didn't like it when it was going on? Though?
I liked it, but it needs to end.
Okay,
like they did everything they could with it.
Hold on, I got the solution here. You do the brand split, right? Originally, I said make Rampage 2 hours. I disagree with that statement now. You buy Impact.
I think they've tried, and I
You
think
do
they won't
AEW
sell.
Impact. I haven't seen any rumors about that at all.
I've heard it was a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure they've tried to buy them before, and they won't sell. Because WWE's tried to buy them, and they won't sell.
I never heard WWE tried to buy them. They tried to buy their tape, their library. Every time WWE's come up as rumors for TNA, it's been I don't want the company. I just want your film.
They just want to show clips of AJ Styles doing his thing, doing Ultimate X matches and shit. That's why it was Samoa Joe doing that shit.
And they're probably not even caring anymore because they don't have the network.
True. But I don't know if Impact would sell.
They tried to buy ROH's library too, but they didn't want to buy ROH.
Yeah, I just don't know if Impact would actually sell.
I think
at this point.
I think they would.
Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to the main event of the evening. It is going to be a draft. We love drafts here at T13 Media. So it's going to be Travvy versus Kenny. It's going to be a WWE 2021 draft. One rule: they have to currently be signed to WWE. So Kenny, no, you can't be
I say
drafting.
pull up the
CM
WWE
Punk.
personnel Wikipedia. Damone, can you pull up a Excel sheet
Yeah.
for our draft picks? I'll explain the rules while you're doing that.
I can do NXT too.
Yep. Anybody currently signed to the WWE contract. So that includes the like ambassadors and stuff too, if you really want to. But you're getting them how they are in 2021. So
I can't turn them into an old version of themselves.
no.
Now.
Yeah, we're drafting them right because the draft's coming up.
Okay.
So basically, what's going to be just like their draft. Raw gets 3 picks, SmackDown gets 2 picks for every round. We're going to do 10 rounds, meaning there's going to be 30 people on Raw and 20 people on SmackDown at the end of this show. If you draft a champion, that championship goes with them. Also, Kenny, you get to pick if you either want to pick between Raw and SmackDown, or if you want to go first or second.
I want to be Raw. You know, I'm always Team Raw.
Okay, cool. So you're Raw. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna be SmackDown, obviously.
That's fair.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put Travis, Kenny, make my life easier.
And we're gonna put our I'm gonna do both of my picks, and you're gonna do all 3 of your picks.
Okay.
Okay. So Travis, start us off.
Can you not share just the window? What is all this?
What's that? Tell you, he's still texting that man back.
Yeah. All this extraness. Go. Yeah. Just click share window, not whole screen.
Close the window.
All that foreplay they was doing.
I hate y'all. Okay, there we go.
Last question though.
Yes.
So if we draft them, say I know they still got the gimmick and everything like that, like they are, but would it change if they're a mid card or main eventer now? So say I don't want because I'm not really a main event kind of guy. So would they change the main eventers if I drafted like mid card or stuff like that? If that makes sense.
Yeah, you can push them however you want. It's just you can't say. I'm saying you can't take Edge and be like, I want 2007 Edge. You're getting 2021 Edge.
You get old ass.
If you draft, I'm not saying anybody will, but if you say like I want Bob Backlund, you can't say I want Bob Backlund in his prime. You're getting 80-year-old Bob Backlund. Like, you know what I mean? You're getting what they are now.
Bet.
And we're not doing anything with it. We're just drafting how we want.
No, that's cool. No, that's cool. You know, I just love the draft.
I do too.
Next week we're doing Book It versus the sequel.
It's not Book It verse. It's a
T-Off-verse. The T-verse.
Hey, don't fuck with me. we might start doing T-Off verse.
That's fine with me.
I feel you too.
That's fine with me.
So we got Roman Reigns, number 1 overall. And number 2 overall is going to be Becky Lynch.
Yes. But we're expected. I'm going to go with Randy Orton.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with
Almas.
You said what?
It's an Almas.
Oh, no. Randy Orton, John Morrison.
Okay.
AJ Styles.
Okay.
Our show's lit already.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to take... Damn, this is... I'm going to take Tony Storm.
Ooh. Ooh. I know.
And Santos Escobar.
Okay.
From NXT. Just put Esco. Or do that. That's fine.
I'm taking Charlotte Flair.
Good riddance.
And I'm getting Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins.
Good picks.
Thanks.
I'm gonna take. Chad Gable. And your role model and mine, Bailey.
Ding dong. Hello.
I'm going with Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Good one.
I'm going with Edge. And I'm going with John Cena.
He got a lot of the big names, if not all of them, that I didn't already take for my first two picks. That's tough.
I knew it was. I was like, this round's I'm gonna get him with this one.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to.
There's still some big names out
Oh,
there.
there is.
Yeah, I got
two right off the bat. Actually, three.
Think of. I'll take Drew McIntyre.
I was gonna say Drew.
I'm not a big fan of his, but I'll take him. And then I need eyes on my product, so Brock Lesnar.
That was my second one I was thinking of.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Triple H.
I wasn't taking him, so that's fine.
One more run.
Yep. Jeff Hardy.
One more run.
Kofi Kingston.
Your roster is old.
My roster's lit. My roster's
old.
lit. We get muddy.
Except for Dominic and Seth, it is really fucking old.
Seth is not that young either.
Seth's like 33.
I think he's 36.
Main roster WWE is old, if we're gonna be real.
Yeah, he's 35, Damone.
It's 35 is the new 33.
You're
But that's
boy.
still not that old compared to fucking
All right.
Triple H.
Usos.
Both?
Yeah.
Jimmy and Jay?
Yep.
I'm gonna put Jay first because he's the
I should have specified that you can get tag teams because that's how WWE does it, but it's all good.
Oh wait, as one slot?
Yeah, that's how they wanted it. That's how they do it, but I didn't say that at the beginning, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, well, see, yeah, because I would have got Orton and Riddle then just to be
Yeah.
get them both.
I mean, you're good.
Yeah, you got main event Jey Uso, so
The shots, mid throw. Ricochet.
I don't think that was a shot. I think he was
No,
cheering for Jey Uso.
No,
Yeah,
he was definitely a shot at Jimmy Uso. There was a shot at Jey
Oh,
Uso.
I thought
yeah.
you were saying it was a shot at me.
No. It's just a shot at Jimmy Uso saying
Got
Jey
you.
Uso was the better one.
He is, but
I never would have said that a year ago, but yeah, you're right.
Rhea Ripley,
You're taking all the people I don't want.
Shayna Baszler.
There's a-
Baszler, he says.
Yeah, I realized I said it wrong. I was like,
Oh.
oh.
I'm going to take Cameron Grimes. And Austin Theory.
okay. Okay.
I'm going Cesaro, Finn Balor, and I'm gonna go Sami Zayn.
Damn it.
There's still one big omission so far.
I'm going to go Kevin Owens. And again, I need eyes on my product, so Goldberg.
Okay. What's that guy's name? He has like, it's just like a first name. It's like Reggie or something like that. The guy does all the flips and shit.
Reggie.
Reginald?
Yeah, it's Reggie. Okay, I thought
It's Reggie now. It's not Reginald.
Yeah, I'm getting Reggie.
Yeah.
Natalia.
Why?
Doing some little flips. Maybe tag team him and Ricochet. They're supposed to be doing some crazy flips.
I
You know,
hate it.
the possibilities are endless. And Paul Heyman.
That's strange.
Now Roman doesn't have Paul or
Doesn't need
Brock
him.
or Brock.
They don't need him.
He said they don't
Also, I'm upset that Natalia got drafted before this person I'm thinking of.
I gotta look at so I only got
yeah, I can't
3
think of
women.
top
I
either.
see some more women's.
Some more women.
It's a women's. I'm thinking
It's a
of.
women's.
Yeah. Remember, Kenny, Black Lives Matter.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely taking Bianca Belair.
I did not think of her. I'm tripping. And she's my number 2.
Yeah, I'm taking Bianca Belair for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't believe Bianca's fallen this far.
And then I'm gonna take Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm going with the Street Profits.
you gotta do them separately though.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
That's why I said I didn't take the Usos as
Okay.
one pick. I said I didn't say it to begin with, so we're gonna have to just do it separately.
That's fine. I thought we were doing that now.
Are you doing both of them?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and get both of them.
Well, Angelo, and what's the other one's name?
Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
Montez Ford.
And I'm gonna go with Big E.
You got 2/3 of New Day.
Mm-hmm. New Day.
I'm gonna take. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's their name in ACW?
No, AWC.
AWC.
AWC. Sorry.
The Power. Oh shit. 1 second. I accidentally pulled my browser down. I'm gonna take Robert Roode
It's my goat.
and Kevin Owens.
You already took Kevin Owens.
Oh, did I? Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Even better. Dolph Ziggler. Dirty Dogs.
Dirty Dogs. Okay.
All right. I am going to get Scarlett. I don't want Karen Cross. I just want Scarlett.
Dang.
I am going to get. You said what?
I said dang.
I am going to get Johnny Gargano. And Zelina Vega. Get the fine women's on my brand.
All right. Since you want to split up families by taking Seth Rollins after I pick Becky Lynch and take Montez Ford after I took Bianca Belair, I'm going to take Candice LeRae after you took fucking Johnny Gargano.
That's all you. I did not want her.
Good. I don't know why you didn't want her. And this is also the final round, just so you guys know. If I counted correctly.
Yeah, it would be. Your final pick.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to make sure it's a good one. I'll take Bobby Lashley.
Go ahead and take MVP.
I'm gonna get Alexa Bliss.
That's a good one. Good pick.
Even though I don't like her, I'm gonna get Nikki Ash.
She's almost a superhero.
And then Xavier Woods.
I know how much you love good guy characters.
I'm cool with good guy. I just don't like the good guy. Just
that's what Nikki ASH is.
I know. I hate it. But
I
know it please fans like y'all. That's what like you go right ahead.
You can always overcome the odds. The good guy always wins.
You have a much more main event heavy roster than me, I feel like.
It's because I think WWE is more main event heavy than anything.
So for SmackDown, we got Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch, Tony Storm, Santos Escobar, Chad Gable, Bailey, Drew McIntyre, Brock, Main Event Jay, Jimmy Uso, Cameron Grimes, Austin Theory, Kevin Owens, Oldberg, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler, Candice LeRae, and Bobby Lashley. And for SmackDown, we got Randy Orton, John Morrison, AJ Styles, Charlotte, Dominic Mysterio, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Edge,
Sammy Joe.
John Cena, Triple H, Jeff Hardy, Kofi, Ricochet, or Ricochet, as John likes to call him, Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, Cesaro, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Reggie, Natalia, Paul Heyman, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, Big E, Scarlett, Gargano, Zelina Vega, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Ash, and Xavier Woods rounding out the draft.
Yeah.
You guys both have pretty good rosters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I could do something with that roster.
Yeah,
that's why I was late. I took a good old nap. Them ribs put me out. Yeah, I woke up.
We were both sitting here like we're tired. Can you come on?
Shit, I'm energized now. I was out. I had the ice cream to go with that. Food.
That's the thing too, is I ate my leftovers right before getting on here.
Yeah, I ate mine. Like
I got the itis.
I was out. I was on the couch, knocked out. I was like, oof.
Like, Kenny, if you don't get here by 10:30, I'm fucking taking the night off.
Yeah, it was basically gonna be like, if he's not here in the next 10 minutes, we're just gonna not do it.
I was ready. Like I said, I was ready, but I just didn't realize I was gonna pass out. I told you I had the scrubs, I had the ice cream, and I was like, I went right to sleep.
You should have got to raise energy.
That's what happened to Travis Bennett after Damone gave him that toppy last night.
Never, I ain't gonna do that joke.
Anyway, before we get canceled,
why is it getting canceled?
Let's do our.
I had a joke I was gonna say. I was like, let me think.
Kenny, tell the people where they can find you.
You can catch me at Bad Guys Spoken on every social media. Go to Bad Guys Spoken Podcast on YouTube to see various shows at the Bad Guys Spoken Podcast. You can see TK's new show, Unbiased. You can see Bad Guy Versus, where we play for the Golden Chicken and the Shitty Boy. And a whole bunch of other food shows, because we're all fat, so we like to eat.
Yeah.
And the music review show. My fault. I almost forgot Brandon's show. The album review show.
Jukebox.
Yeah.
Prime time.
You can find me at onlyfans.com/@IamTravvyT. It's at IAMTRAVVYT on all social media. That's at IamTravvyT on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
I be tweening and TikToking, and you can find me on both at Dumb Money Cult, DAMONEY COLT, like the team, go Colts. Continuing, I gotta do a new one of words white people can't say anymore. Guess the wrestler, and just random shit. And on Twitter, just random thoughts and about wrestling, MMA, boxing, football, all that shit. I fucking hate you all. Not you listeners, I love you. I hate Travis and Kenny. I'm blaming you both for this. Anyway, make sure you guys go to T13media.com. That's T the number 1, 3 spelled out. Check out all the shows on the T13 Media Network. Also, make sure that you buy some merch. Buy yourself a Bad Guy merch.
We broke him.
He really called him a chocolate cupcake. I forgot he called him that, bro. My chocolate cupcake.
Buy yourself.
Called him a snack, bro.
Hey, I heard Travis Travis Bennett was the icing on top of the moan.
Or he shot somebody icing on top of the moan.
Anyway, buy some fucking merch, you dorks. That has been this episode of Teeing Off with Travvy T and the Bad Guy, and we will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye. Steal your shit.